no time. Opening kickoff. What a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hits inside. It's Roberts. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason bowls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Looking to pass. It's Vick. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Hoffman. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Berry. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the grab, it's Watkins. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to pass. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 72 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. All kinds of room to the right. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Joyner. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Left side is Brown. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The early scripts have worked, trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
2nd and long here. The give to Caden Durham. All over him immediately. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Sets his feet. It's Levin. The screen. He's got wheels. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Slips through the line. Oh, he got loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Brown. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off play action on first down. Out wide right, it's James. Caught, and he's got room. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Run in the red zone, it's Roberts. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Vick. Caught. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. And he will score! Touchdown, Missouri!
I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Left side, it's Thomas. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
That's reeled in. It's Harris. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Right side, it's Harris. Looking for room at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Picked off to stop the threat. The sudden change on the turnover. Manny was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Straight ahead, it's Roberts. There he goes! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to squeak through the pile. There's a crease. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
You better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Vick. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. He's looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Tigers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Berry. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Thomas. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. LSU quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, gonna throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Vick. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Running inside. It's Roberts. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Calls his own number. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hoffman. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Vick. Rushes on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
This is one of those games where you got to make every single possession count. You got to give the offense credit. They did a nice job executing. If they hit this extra point, they're going to take a touchdown lead into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
And it's the Nittany Lions, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest-scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rush right in his face. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The hand to the running back. finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Searching for space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Vick. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback.
Dashes him in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught on the line. It's Joyner. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some bounds, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice
touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, it's Barry. He's out past the 35. At the 45, on his way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Jukes his way for more. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They're all over him. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the grab and room to run. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Vick. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Terry. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver, making the adjustment. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Joyner. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for space. It's Roberts. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
Hits inside. It's Roberts. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Churns into the pile. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. Now, on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Vic. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Berry. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter.
Goes high to pull it in. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. LSU right back to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot...
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Levitt. Look out! Touchdown, Tigers! Along the sideline, got it in the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are are threatening. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. Here's Joyner. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Just feeds the running back. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Then, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and